coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And it looks like the folks over at Telltale Games are out of a job. The company is closing down. And a lot of games like Wolf Among Us 2 is just never going to come out. Really sad news. Now let's see why it happened. So on September 21st, 2018, the folks at Telltale Games made the announcement on Twitter that their company would be shutting the doors. 25 employees would stay on to fill the company's obligations to its boards and partners.
And it's that time has finally come. Telltale Games is closing their doors officially. Now, about a month and a half ago, we got the news that Telltale Games was going bankrupt. They had 25 employees called the Skeleton Crew that were working on Minecraft Story Mode and also trying to get The Walking Dead either finished or transferred to another company. We know Skybound Games now is going to be taking The Walking Dead Telltale over once the transfers of the legal stuff is done and the employees. But Telltale Games is beginning liquidation and their games are being removed from the Steam store. So this does begin the process of Telltale Games shutting down. There will be no Miracle Save by some other company buying Telltale. So that means your favorite games such as The Wolf Among Us Season 2, Stranger Things Season 2, Batman, even if it was...
Just do what he says!
I'll take that as a yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, almost 1 year ago, we lost Telltale Games due to bankruptcy and a lot of factors that resulted from it. There's still effects going on today as a result of this closing. But today we've gotten some breaking news. Telltale Games is going to be revived, meaning they are going to return. But it isn't going to be in the way you think. We're going to discuss some catches near the end of this video, but
you're listed here as a private investigator. What does that sort of work entail?
Depends on the night. Most nights it's watching, waiting for a slip-up. I don't know, someone gets greedy, someone gets brave.
And that's what you were doing the night of the incident.
Yeah. Took me weeks to track them down. They hadn't cast so much as a shadow. Till that night.
You've been hesitant to share with us. I assume it has something to do with confidentiality associated with the job.
Something like that.
Your boss, Miss White, said things didn't go as planned. She mentioned... in the moments when you find yourself losing control. How does the anger manifest itself?
Homicide. 6 total so far. Each case, husband and wife found shredded. People are dying. Some monster is out there. Word around the precinct is you're the guy to call.
Bigby,
Sheriff.
I'll have your job within the week.
Are you living under a rock?
You're a raging dumpster fire of a person.
You're the reason I'm here.
She's a detective.
Ready to get to work?
Alright guys, welcome back to another Wolf Among Us 2 video, not Wolf Among Us 2 video, welcome back to another Telltale game video guys. This is a first ever Telltale actual talking about the future of Telltale games. So I've done a Wolf Among Us 2 video and I've also done a Wolf Among Us Remastered. And now it's time to talk about the future of Telltale games and the titles and for new IPs or old IPs to return. Like old IPs like Minecraft Story Mode and all those things we'll be talking about in this and like Walking Dead and all that we'll be talking about it in this Telltale game, actual Telltale game video. So yeah guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. We are finally back with Telltale games. It's been such a long time guys. I really enjoyed the first ever game. It's been a long time coming. I want to talk about the future titles like Batman Season 3 would happen. And yeah, I have a feeling that we will actually get Batman. I reckon Batman will be after the Wolf Among Us 2. I have a feeling that we are going to get a season. We're going to get a season 3 of Batman after the Wolf Among Us 2. If things go well, and I believe Wolf Among Us 2 needs to do well if Batman season 3 is going to happen. So yeah, so Batman is Telltale's probably, I don't know if it's as popular as Wolf Among Us and all that, but I reckon this will be the next title. I just have a feeling. I just have a good feeling that this game will be the first title. I reckon this will be the title after the Wolf Among Us 2. I've been saying this for a while. I reckon it will be Batman Season 3. Because they've got the IP and I reckon they want to do a reinstall a series of it again. Like to do a third game. And I don't know what it'll be about. But what I'm saying is Telltale Games has been one part of my life for a very long time. I want to talk about The Expanse, a Telltale series. Like, you know, the game flopped. And I wanted to talk about it in this video because the reason why Telltale went so silent is because this game did not do as well as everyone thought it would. Because it's a new IP. And it's probably by Deck 9. And that was in 2023 when we got a Telltale game. Like, so what Telltale are doing now is that they're taking their time on games. Like, every 3 or 2 years they will release a game. That's what they've said, and I think that's what the CEO Jamie Odley said. So that's a good sign that they're not going to rush their games with the other company. They're not like the original. They don't want to be like the original. Like they rush games and that. So yeah, The Expanse was just, I mean, I liked it. I mean, I played it. I thought it I thought it was good, but I'm not going to say it is the best game. But yeah, but The Expanse was okay when I first played it in 2023. It was like going back nearly 3 years ago now. Nearly 3 or 4 years ago now since I played it. But I have a feeling there is a good chance that The Walking Dead will come back. But I have no, like, I don't say that it's going to come back because Telltale don't have the rights to the IP. They don't have the rights to the IP at the moment because they're trying to get old games back. They're about the classics. They're trying to bring back the classics as well and working on new games. And The Walking Dead is Telltale's most popular game. So I'd say some point down the road, Telltale might do a partnership and work on a new Walking Dead game. I don't think Clementine will return. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt the actor that plays Clementine will return. I don't think she will. If she does, then that's good. And then we might see a Walking Dead season 5 with Clementine and AJ. I think AJ will be the main character, but Clementine's alive, so in the books I first played when I was a child, when I was like maybe young. I don't know when I was, probably I was very young when I played this game. Minecraft Story Mode's owned by Mojang, and the only time I reckon that Minecraft Story Mode would happen is if Telltale Games gets the rights back on Minecraft Story Mode and works with Mojang and Microsoft to bring the game back. But Mojang said they wouldn't do any more Minecraft. They wouldn't do a Minecraft Story Mode. But at some point, I hope it happens. But I don't know. It's hard to say if we'll ever get a Minecraft Story Mode Season 3. But the whole thing is it'll be a whole new story. Because, or they could talk about, they could do it. They could it should be called Jesse and Petra's Adventure. That's what I reckon Season 3 should be called for Minecraft Story Mode. Season 3. And I wanted Minecraft Story Mode to happen again. I want to see Minecraft Story Mode return. I want to see a remastered version of Minecraft Story Mode. The 2 games have remastered. I would love to see a remastered version of it if Telltale can get the rights back. That's if they can. Because it's not easy to get the rights back to IPs because they've been taken from other companies. And that seems like Minecraft Story Mode is Telltale's most popular game, and they've still got it on their YouTube channel, so they haven't really deleted their old game, so it's very interesting if they will get the rights back to the Telltale series. Well, what I want to say about the Guardians of the Galaxy is that I reckon it's a potential we could see Guardians of the Galaxy come back to Telltale. Like, it's an old IP, and Marvel owns the IP, but at the moment that Marvel owns the game, it's because Telltale do not have the rights to the IP. So that's the reason why that I reckon that Guardians of the Galaxy probably won't return to Telltale, but you never know. We could see it come back. But in the meantime, I just, can't really see it happening anytime soon. Years on Back to the Future. And I wanted to say, if they were going to get the rights back to the Future, I reckon they would do a remastered version. Because they would make a remastered version if Telltale were going to get the rights back to Back to the Future, the game. I reckon what will happen, the Telltale universe of Back to the Future, is I reckon they will get the rights back. And then I'd say, and I'd say that they'll do a remastered version of it, and I don't think they'll do a second game. You wouldn't be surprised if they did, but I can't really see that happening anytime soon. But anyway, let's go talk about pretty inappropriate, but it is an inappropriate Telltale game, but I'm going to say to Telltale fans about Game of Thrones, yes, Game of Thrones is Telltale's other game they made. Game of Thrones was by HBO. HBO owns the IP to it. So I can't see HBO getting the rights back to do another series because it got cancelled by the other Telltale games. They were going to do it, but then the game got cancelled. And I would say if there were going to be a second season of Game of Thrones, the IP, the graphics will be better in it. I can't really see a season 2 happening because Game of Thrones ended a long time ago, but you never know. I would love to see fucking Game of Thrones fucking come back, but you know, excuse my language, but I like to see things happen, but we just don't know at this point. Let's talk about Tales from the Borderlands. Like, Tales from the Borderlands is one of Telltale's most popular games. I've seen the sequel of it by Gearbox, and it's terrible. I do not like the game, and I feel like Telltale need to do something. Like, they need to make their own sequel to it, because I don't think. I just want Telltale to get the rights back to Tales from the Borderlands. I played Tales from the Borderlands, thought it was good, but I'm saying that Telltale, if they're going to get the rights back to this game, is that they have done a sequel. It's called New Tales from the Borderlands. Like, that's just not called Tales from the Borderlands Season 2. They should do a Season 2. And I believe if Telltale are going to get the rights back, they will do that. But anyway, that's going to be it of the Telltale game video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. And I'll see you guys in the next Telltale game video. Goodbye for now.